Good morning, YouTube. So we're out here on the sawmill this morning. We got a white oak. It's kind of egg-shaped. We're gonna start on. So I'm trying something a little different this morning. I'm going to, well, I'm not going to. I just put these little wedges on each rail on both sides to sort of sturdy up the log, and we're going to try using those to keep everything stable while we're cutting slabs. I found that, you know, if I clamp it, then I get down to my 10 inches on my sidebar. When I take that off, then I got a slight movement in the log and I can't keep cutting slabs. So I'm trying to stabilize it to start with so that I can keep going once I get down to folding my bars down. So done seen some deer this morning. They were out in this field behind the wood line. I'm assuming they heard the tractor and just sort of stayed there for a little while and then went the other direction. We'll get fired up and we'll start cutting. See you in a bit. All right, let's take a look at this together. This is actually really really nice. It doesn't have a lot of, I don't know if you want to call them defects. I like to call it character, but that's looking pretty good. So the reason I'm bending down like that is I put a new blade on last night. I took one cut out of a white oak. I didn't film that one last night. So I'm trying to get better at knowing when it's time to change blades. So far, the first time I get a cut that's got like a wave, not just a little wave, but a decent wave in it, I'm changing the blade. But I'm bending down like that so I can make sure that the cut is cutting straight. You can almost see the blade when it starts getting dull. It's almost like you'll see it moving that. Like if that spatula was a blade, you can see it moving. So I want to get it before it starts doing that so I don't waste a slab cut. So we'll move these over and keep cutting. So if you saw a couple videos back, Kim and I made our own stickers. You can see they're already bowing a little bit. But anyway, that'll save some money because those things are getting expensive. Take a look at this one before we go any further. As you can tell, I got the pith. I cut into the pith on this. Ah! I literally just squirted myself in the face with water. It's a little chilly out here for that. You can see it's got some rot on the other side. That's where that tree limb must have broke off and then it grew around it. Still pretty, but it's gonna crack. Right, let's see if I can get it in my finger. Right along here is the pith. So you got another pith right there. That's what I lined up with. So we'll see. We'll keep on cutting. I don't know if anybody saw that, but my water line came off. I'm starting to think with these big slabs, you're gonna get about one log per blade. But I'm just not, and I don't know, you know, how much, you don't want any waves there. That's just more material you gotta take off when it comes time to clean these things up with a router and make something out of it. So, anybody out there that cuts slabs this size, you know, today we're cutting, I don't know, I'm gonna say 32 inches, 33 at the widest maybe. Can you get through a whole log on the same blade and it stay flat? Or are you getting little waves in it? And if you do get little waves in it, is it that big of a deal? All right, I'm gonna point out something. So I got some waves right in here, okay? So about somewhere in here, my tube came off of my water. And from here, all the way to here is fairly flat. So I'm gonna go with the assumption I got way too much water going on this thing. If you check out Matt Cremona on YouTube, I don't even think he has a water jug. He just simply sprays his blade as he's going along, and he doesn't not a lot. Maybe that's it. Maybe we just figured it out by that tube popping off and this thing going straight again. I mean, literally, as soon as the tube popped off, I'm not gonna say flat as a pancake, but pretty darn flat compared to right in here. I got some waves. I'm gonna wet it and you guys can see when it gets wet, the little valleys. So I think that's it. I think we just answered our own question there. Let's see if you can tell. All right, see these waves? Get my finger. I got some waves right in here. Water came off, the tube came off right about here, and it's flatter. See the waves there? I mean, it's still got a little bit of wave, but it ain't nowhere nearly as pronounced. So that's it. I'm using way too much water. So, theory test this. We are going to, let's try cutting halfway through and then give it a little water just to cool the blade down, and then we'll cut the rest of the way as well. So we're only going to turn the water on one time. That just looked horrible. But a whole lot flatter. I mean, a lot flatter. I got two little spots here. You know, the log moved whenever I first started. I got these two spots. Hell, that might be where I turned the water on. Anyway, I'm using way too much water. Way too much. Well, it's a good thing we figured that out. Wish I'd have figured that out about 12 logs ago. But I've stated it before, this is a learning channel. You know, we're learning. We didn't have nobody, we got great people from YouTube that are sort of guiding us down the road, and should have picked up on that where Matt Cremona was. He doesn't use that much water for these big slabs, and I'm not saying I'm doing slabs like him. These are nowhere near that size, but same principles. So that is a whole lot flatter than what I've been getting. I really thought I was getting the waves in the blade because it was getting dull. But we literally changed it within one cut. A little bit of wave. I don't know why is that, do you think? Well, we're pretty sturdy. I'm wondering if I can make this one out. That's why I use the wooden shims. If I cut into it, I cut into it, you know. be it for today. If you like these videos, please hit the like button, click subscribe, and share them with your friends.